Okay, this is the kingdom of Aramis, the capital region. It's not the whole kingdom, but it is the region around the capital. You five arrive from the west by sailing ship at the capital, Aramis by the sea. You have been sent to aid the local sheriff um, and, uh, and deal with a problem that he has requested help for. You can keep this map open. I can share it again later if you like, or you can right click, go up to. If you right click on the map, it brings up a radial menu. If you go up to the 1 o'clock position, there's a little minimize button there. You can minimize it, or you can close it out entirely. But I just wanted to show you the region that we're in. When you arrive at the sheriff, he tells you that he needs you to go. He needs you to travel along the Lord's Road, south from West Tower, across the Vashon Road over to Fort Holyblade. The soldiers there have been reporting some weird things.
Mount Holyblade.
Okay, so how long of a travel is that? Is it going to take us a few days?
Well, if you look at the map, each of those hexes is
about
100
miles. Yeah, it's like 90 miles.
You will, of course, be provided with riding horses to make the journey easier.
Oh man. Let's see. Am I a decent rider? Oh.
As long as you're not riding in combat, you don't need any special skill in ride.
So is it possible for me to, since it's going to take a little while to get there, I'd like to cast Goodberry and have 10 of them ready, and then maybe a short rest so I get that spell back?
You don't get that spell back on a short rest.
Oh, okay.
Well, at 90 miles, it would probably take us, if we're lucky, 3 days to get there. So you should have plenty of time to get your spell back.
Oh, there's Holyblade. I see it.
Because you figure, if we're lucky, I'm talking moving 30 miles a day. And so, and that's really moving. So, it'll probably take us more like 5 days to get there.
Okay, well, I'd like to cast that spell and create 10 of them, and then kind of divvy them out to the group.
Okay. Those berries will last 24 hours or until you get your spells back. So they'll last until sunrise.
All right. Just on the safe side, I'll give everybody 2. I'll give 2 to everybody except for myself. I'll keep the rest. I guess there's 5 of us, so.
Uses for juggling.
Okay. Goodberry is a little like a berry that you would find on a bush, and if you eat it, it gives you 1 hit point back and heals 1 hit point.
But more importantly, it counts for a day's rations. So,
Does it really?
Yes. Pip pip.
I didn't realize. Very cool.
Second breakfast, man. It's no joke.
So, do we all get horses, or there's going to be like a wagon involved?
Well, the magistrate didn't expect little people. He expected warriors and adventurers instead of children. So if there are children involved, he will give you a wagon that one of the horses can pull.
Yes.
I'm also going to need some for my whatchamacallits. Sorry,
Ducks.
my retainers.
Your retainers?
3 of them.
What?
They do not get good berries.
Oh no, they don't need them. Matter of fact, they'll run and go get food if we need them to.
So you're bringing your retainers on an adventure with you?
Well, no, not all the way. I'll drop them off probably in a town on the way there.
All right.
I won't bring them into danger or anything like that. But
they could drive the wagon.
Correct. They can drive a wagon. They can do all kinds of menial tasks for us. Put up our tents.
That's right.
So if they drive the wagon, I could have a long rest for 3 days.
Oh, yeah, in between the adventures along the way, I'm sure.
All right. Well, then, yeah, I will pop my little ass in the back of the wagon and allow myself to be toted around.
All right.
I think I'll ride a horse, but I just kind of using my druidic abilities. Just want to keep an eye on terrain and see if there's anything askew on the journey.
So, who is it that we are meeting at Fort Holyblade?
He told you to talk to the sergeant in charge. Details are really sketchy.
I love the sketchiness.
Yeah.
Do you have any background with the sheriff?
No, he was just the contact on your list on your orders from the Adventurers Guild.
Gotcha.
He is literally a nameless quest giver.
So
the old nameless quest giver.
So the Lord's Road goes to the south and then east to the Vashon Road. I imagine that portion that goes to the mountain directly that is impassable.
Is there any historical knowledge we need to know about this route we're going to take?
So it's impossible to cross the Dwarf Gate Mountains at any point. The Dwarf Gate Mountains are steep and high, and it's just much easier to go around them. The lore of the region. I need a history check, please.
Yes, sir. Hold on. Holy crap! Oh, there it is.
Clearly, we could rent that dragon up there to take us across.
Absolutely, of course. Okay. Nix, you're not familiar with this, although because you are a wizard, you do remember legends of since you look at the map, the sheriff shows you this map. The name Arum triggers something in your mind. You read an article back in Wizards College on a wizard named Arum, but with that roll, that's about all you're going to get on there. Bramblefoot, you know that the Vashon Forest is vast and deep, and it is home to lots of elves, elves of all different stripes, who are generally they wage a continual war against the orcs of the region, but that's just nature's balance. Yuskum, you know that a few hundred years ago, there was a war between the dwarves of Dwarfgate Mountain and the elves of the Vashon Forest. There has been bitter blood between the two races ever since. Although peace was achieved after a war of only 150 years.
Hey, do any of us speak Elvish?
No.
No.
And none of us are elves?
Yes, I speak Elvish.
I do speak Elvish, yeah.
Okay, good. Because I think making contact with those people when we hit the Vashon Road might be a smart thing to do.
Can I do like an intelligence check for Vashon Forest?
Sure, yeah.
What do I roll?
So on your character sheet, if you go to your skills tab, You could roll insight. You could roll. Probably roll survival, or if you just want to make an intelligence check to see what you roll, um, on your on the main tab of your character sheet, if you find your intelligence score, you'll see there's a little d20 in the bottom left-hand corner of that window. If you double-click that window, it'll roll an intelligence check for you. And it's that way with every window that has a d20 in the corner of it. Holy mackerel.
Nice. He knows everything.
Yeah, I know everything with Forest. And then with Natural Explorer, I get a bonus too, I think.
Do you know about the dice tower?
Yeah, okay. I do.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Okay, that's fine. No big deal.
That's a roll that should have been made in a dice tower. A dice tower lets you make a roll, and it doesn't show you the result. It shows me the result. So, so in this case, you roll, and you roll a natural 20, and you're right. You know everything there is to know, or everything that you could possibly know about the Vashan Forest and the elves who live there. But if you roll in the tower, I would tell you, you know everything there is to know about the Vashan Forest and the elves who live there, but you don't know if you rolled a 20 or if you rolled a 2. So you wouldn't know if your information was reliable, only that you believed it was reliable. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so looking at the map, wait, does he give us a map?
Yeah.
Okay, looking at the map, I can calculate that it'll take us about 4 days to reach our destination. So I assume if we make it to the West Tower on the first day, then we're probably doing pretty good.
I agree.
Well, West Tower is only about 15 miles away. 15, 20 miles away, I guess.
Wait, what time is it? Because I figured we came in on a ship. I was thinking it's probably mid-afternoon.
Yeah, I was just gonna start you at the beginning of the day.
That's fine then. Then we can probably make it all the way to Kaylee's Rest.
Can we go any further with me using my survival skill? I have.
Are you the ranger?
No, I'm a druid, but my survival's pretty good.
Oh, is our resident ranger? You have a terrain. Does this forest match your terrain?
I am a natural explorer for Forest.
But you should still have a favorite terrain, right?
Yeah, that's Forest.
Okay, so that means we could probably move at our max speed without taking the penalties of moving at max speed, which is about 30 miles a day. So 10, 20, 30, we could probably actually make it to Kaylee's Rest with our ranger in tow without taking any penalties, being that he's a ranger.
And being we don't come across anything.
Well, we may come across stuff. That's not, all the ranger does is allow us to move without taking the penalty to the perception.
Sounds great.
Yeah, we're always alert, guys. I got us covered.
So what do we know about this rest stop? Is it just a little? It looks like a few homes in a small area.
It's clearly a giant stronghold. We should probably.
I speak giant.
Well, there we go.
So the sheriff tells you that Kira's Rest is just a small mining and logging village. There's nothing significant about it, but you can find an inn there to sleep.
Nice.
He tells you that if the halfling bard is still there, you'll enjoy his songs, and you should definitely order the spiced potatoes.
Are we at Aramis by the Sea or at Renadel's Port?
You're at Aramis by the Sea.
Okay.
Or Aramis by the Sea. Sorry.
Aramis. Okay.
Yeah. I put the accent there, but it's not very visible.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I just wasn't sure which one we were at. Okay, then. Let's go.
Let's load up.
Tally ho.
And also, I do apologize for being sketchy on the details. I didn't expect to play for another week, but yeah.
You cut
Okay.
it out.
So as you travel, I need as you are approaching West Tower, I need perception checks, please.
See, this is where the illustrious Ranger comes in. We don't have to do it at a negative. Thanks, Ranger.
The dice tower?
It's in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. It looks like a little tower. And if you just take your dice and you drag it over there on top of it and drop it, then it will roll invisibly.
I re-rolled in the dice tower, in fairness.
All right, thank you. I'm finding a map for you. So sorry.
I covered up my dice tower. Okay, found it.
And you can move that too, by the way, if it makes it. I move mine over to the dice, so I don't have to drag it all the way across those two screens. You could right-click it and unlock it, and then you could drag it to wherever you want it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good tip.
Yes. So we had some really good rolls here. All right, not that map. Well,
Out of curiosity, in the Dungeon Master's Guide, they discuss flanking as an option. Are we by chance using flanking?
yeah, flanking makes great sense.
Okay, that's good to know. I remember you said something about it earlier.
Okay, there's a way to set up combats before we get there, but I haven't figured it out yet. So it's one of the things that I'm working on.
There's also, I had a DM who could roll everyone's initiative for us at once. I mean, I don't know if it matters to anybody, but I found it really handy just to mass roll everyone's initiative. Just because my initiative rolls always sucked.
Yeah, I can do that pretty easily.
Unless people just like to roll their own initiative. I don't particularly care one way or another.
Okay, so we had a couple of really good perception rolls there. Both Bramblefoot and Ibu see them at the same time. And Ibu, if you want to change your name there, I didn't. I just added that for. You can put it. You can make it whatever you want it to be. But you spot a couple of orcs camping beside the road.
So
now, are we in a realm where orcs are naturally hostile? Or are we in like a Forgotten Realm setting where orcs are not necessarily kill on sight?
Well, I like the old tropes. I like to make it easy. I don't want to play social justice warrior. I want to play D&D. So orcs are generally evil.
okay, well, I alert the rest of the group to the fact that there are 2 orcs up there. I try to do it quietly as possible, hoping that the orcs have not seen us.
I dismount.
All right.
I also tell our my servant guys, whatever they're called, my retainers, to move behind this rock to the south of us and take cover.
Okay. As you dismount, the orcs sniff the air and look your way.
Each square is 10.
Each square is 5.
Okay. I guess, are we not rolling for initiative yet, or are we still kind of not in combat?
Nobody has said they want to roll initiative, but you're welcome to at any time. Okay, then do so.
Are you serious?
Go scum.
Go Gimbal.
Patriot scored. Eagle scored.
Yep. Nice pass.
Okay, Gibble, it is your turn, sir.
Gimbal will stealthily slip out of the back of the wagon and into the bushes to the south of me. So
All right.
I will like to make a stealth roll to be unnoticed by such things. I know I got a stealth somewhere. Oh, there it is.
Okay. Okay, so you slip out of the cart and you move stealthily to there. Good.
Yeah, into the bushes, and that rock should block me.
All right.
Are those trees? The green, is that trees or just bushes?
It's foliage, trees, and bushes. It's passable, but it's difficult terrain for everybody but you.
Nice.
Okay, Orc 12 yells in a very loud voice, "Meat's back on the menu, boys!"
Caca!
And he steps to here. Ibu.
About how far away is he from us right now?
So if you hold down both mouse buttons, you can click. Well, yeah, I guess if you're holding down Control or Alt while you're talking, it'll create a cone. But you can click and drag, and it'll show you the distance.
If you
he is 35 feet from you.
If you click your character and then click the mob, it'll give you a direct line from you to him with your feet. So, like if you're at Scum and then you click him, Scum is 30 feet away. Ibu is, whatever.
So I'm gonna move up to these rocks right above me, And then can I take a shot with my longbow?
Sure can.
Oh, the aggressor.
So you want to control click the orc that you're targeting? Good. And now on your actions tab, you want to double click the +5. Oh, you just did? Good. Or did you?
Did it go?
I see you expended an arrow, but I'm still waiting for the attack roll to fire.
Do you have the mob targeted?
Yes, he does.
It was a. I saw it finish the roll, but it didn't go through. Do you want me to just do it again?
No, it's probably lagging.
Okay.
I'm not sure why.
It looked like a 4 before it disappeared.
Well, let's hope it wasn't.
I know, right?
Try it again, maybe. Hey, that one worked. Okay, so you rolled an 8 plus your bonus of 5. You hit the orc. Now I'll double click the damage next to the bow on your character sheet. Holy mackerel.
Nice.
Okay. Nice. Your first roll ever in D&D, you deal maximum damage to an orc.
Nice.
Orc 11 rushes out of the bushes. And
What was he doing in the bushes?
I know, right? And begins roaring. Yeah, we're just gonna have him move to. Can I have him come up here? I guess.
Whoa!
He is followed quickly by Orc 9.
Did he come out of the bushes too?
He also came out of the bushes. Yep.
You get them wet and they multiply. They're like scribbles.
I was wondering because like they both came out of the bushes. You know, were they yanking at their pants or anything?
No, they were just. This was their campsite, so you didn't have line of sight to them, so you couldn't see them from where you were. Bramblefoot.
Okay, I want to move, I guess, right in front of orc number 11, and then I want to cast Thunder Wave on both of them if I can do that.
Sure.
Now, I'm no genius, but is Thunder Wave omnidirectional?
No, it says from me, a cone shoots out 15 feet.
Awesome.
So how do I select the mobs?
Control click both Orc 11 and Orc 9. Okay, good. And now cast the spell.
Now I need to make an attack roll, right, with that?
Yes. So on your actions tab, next to Thunder Wave, you see the little D20. Okay. At the bottom of your actions tab, your character sheet actions tab, there's oops. Okay, you did it.
There is no attack roll.
No, but you cast the spell and it rolls the save for the orcs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So both orcs did indeed save. Do they take half damage on a save?
Constitution saving throw, and a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage is pushed 10 feet away. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much and is not pushed.
It
Okay.
is, by the way, omnidirectional. That's important since scum is standing in your.
It says self 15-foot cube. Okay, so
Yep.
Yeah, it hits everyone within 1 square of you. It hits your square and everyone within 1 square of you. So you may not want to do that.
No. Let scum make his roll.
live and learn. I cast it.
Okay. Scum, I need a reflex save from you, sir.
Now I get to roll damage too, right?
Yes.
You just select scum by himself, and then you could recast a spell, and then he'll do his Constitution saving throw, and then you could select them all and then hit damage.
That's right. It's con, not the reflex. Sorry.
Okay, so I unselected the orcs. I selected scum. Now just hit my attack roll again.
Yeah,
Yes. Okay. Scum's con save was a natural 20.
Yay, scum. So he'll only take half damage. And then just select everybody and roll damage.
Nice. It remembers that they all made the save, and it applied half damage to them.
Overzealous fury.
Can
So-
we see the stats of other players?
Can you see what, sir?
Like the stats, the health of other players?
You can look at the dot, or actually, if you open the combat tracker, if you look on the right-hand side of your screen, it's the little cross swords. It'll have everyone's health. It'll have their order. It'll have their hit points. It'll have, any status effect.
Thank you.
It'll tell you whose turn it is, who's going next. Blah, blah, blah.
Nyx, it is your turn.
Yeah, I think for now, I would those are big rocks down to the south of me, correct?
Yes.
I'm just going to go hide there for now.
not going to attack?
Next round, yes, but I'm small and damage easily and quickly, so I think I'd better hide first.
Okay. You can move your token wherever you like. Each square is 5 feet, and you can move 30 feet.
25. She's a gnome.
25, thank you.
We short people cannot move as far.
Yeah, by the way, this is the first time I'm ever DMing 5th edition, so there's a lot I still have to learn.
Well, I promise I plan on casting spells next round, but I wanted to hide first.
You can technically, you can move to where you are, and then almost any range cantrip you have will hit anyone in your line of sight. So you could still hit Orc 9 or Orc 11 from where you are.
This is correct.
I didn't realize that. Hold on once.
So, I'm assuming if you're a mage, you took Firebolt or...
Yeah.
And I did, and I was just looking at the range, so yes, I will do fire.
So you just control-click on the orc you want to hit, and then you have to physically roll to hit them.
Okay, you're now targeting Orc 9 on your character sheet on your Actions tab. At the bottom, you are way ahead of me. Okay, so at the bottom of your Actions tab, it says Mode Standard and then Display Group. You want to click Group until it says Actions. And then next to Firebolt, you'll see, ouch. Okay.
What, did I just blow my toe off or something?
Luckily, not such things are possible, but you definitely missed.
She got a little zealous and clicked it twice there.
Yeah, no worries at all. Okay, so this is your first round of combat ever, and you sort of panicked. You correctly cast this spell, your master would be proud of you, but you fired it straight into the air instead of at the orc in front of you.
Glad I'm hiding.
Bramblefoot looks in amazement.
My retainers start laughing at her.
Bramblefoot nearly killed one of the party, so I'm not feeling too guilty.
I'm
He's
just
got
stand
2
by my
good
rock and,
berries.
just face palm.
Well, if it helps, Nix, from above you, there is a brief squawk and a couple of feathers rain down on you.
So I got dinner.
You did, and it's already cooked.
Nice. Hopefully it's Griffin.
That would be messy.
Dude,
All right.
you were in a Bramblefoot. You were in my position, bro.
You can move over me.
No, you're in my square.
I'm a halfling. You can stand over me and do whatever your business.
Oof, Orc 7 hits Bramblefoot with an attack of 13. Do you have any armor, dude?
Yeah.
Well, it hit him.
AC is 13, actually.
I don't think it is. Are you wearing? Yes, you're wearing leather armor. So that didn't get added in. Your dexterity is a 16, which
Dex
means
is a
that buck
13.
naked you'd have a 13.
No, it means leather armor is only 1 point, unfortunately.
Right.
Because
right.
I have leather armor on and the 16 dex, and my AC is 13 as well.
Right, but he gets his full dexterity bonus. So
Why is
buck
my
naked,
AC only 12?
because the armor didn't get added in. So on your main tab of your character sheet, next to your AC, there's a little magnifying glass there on the left. If you click that, it'll open up your combat calculator window. You want to add Bramblefoot, you're wearing leather armor, right? That's a +1 AC?
Yeah.
And you're carrying a shield, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, then you get 2 more. There you go.
Now your AC jumps to 16, and that great axe hit doesn't hit you.
Woot.
Bramble's like, no, I wasn't wearing my armor at the time. It does hit me, and I'll take it on the chin.
I remembered I had the shield, and as I was ducking to look at the bird feathers, the shield kind of flew over my back and blocked the axe.
Yep, that's what happened. Scum, you're carrying the shield as well, right? Yes.
So my armor is. Oh, never mind. You got it.
Yep, I just took care of it.
There we go.
Okay, and gimbal, good, and okay, is everybody good on the armor then?
Yep.
I don't know why Fantasy Grounds didn't apply that.
That is
That's
weird,
weird.
because I know I selected the right armor. Oh, well. It's all good in the neighborhood.
Okay, so the red axe that would have hit you it glances off of your armor. Scum, it's your turn. Bring down the fury, Mitch. Okay, that is a palpable hit, sir.
Nice.
And we have our first kill of the evening. Orc 9 goes down.
Yes, and I make a little notch on my shield.
Gimbal, it is your turn.
I do not have my sneak attack on there. I'm trying to set it up real quick. I realized it was not there.
All right. Would you like me to move on and we'll come back to you?
I tell you what, I will just take the sneak attack and let you deal with it. So I will pop around. I will shoot orc number 11 with my short bow.
All right. A palpable hit, sir.
Nice.
And get it? Short bow? He's no. Get it?
No.
Short.
It didn't.
Short bow.
It didn't roll.
Nice.
Right. So that should have been the sneak attack as well. It's kind of half-assed, but it'll work.
Yep. Works well. Thank you.
All right. And that's what I do.
Okay. 5th edition orcs are a bit beefier than I remember them being. This is kind of cool.
Yeah, that CR on there is kind of a big deal.
Well, I thought I was going to have 4 players instead of 5, so I added an extra encounter. All right. So Orc 12 rushes up and targets Scum.
I just smile at him.
Yeah, you smile as you eat the Great Axe.
Fine.
And he hits you for 7 points of damage.
That'll be the last time he does that.
Boo.
So I'm not going to try and split the uprights and shoot between those two guys. Although I really kind of want to. I'm going to shoot the orc on the end here.
Now, Orc 11 and Orc 12 look badly damaged.
You can do that, but if you shoot through your people, they kind of get like a coverage, because you're kind of having to shoot through your people. So he could
3 feet tall.
impose upon you a -2 or a -5 penalty. But you don't have any. There's no game mechanics for you to shoot your own people in the back, so that's good.
I'm 3 feet tall. You could shoot over me.
There you go.
All right. In that case, then I'm going to take a couple steps back, and I'm going to shoot over my little buddy there.
Okay, you're going to shoot Orc 11.
Did it go again?
Haven't seen it yet. Try it again.
It's eating my arrows when it does that, by the way.
Oof. I gave you 2 arrows back. Okay,
Thanks.
so that's a miss. Orc 11 looks aggressively at Bramblefoot and swings a wide, hard, brutal horizontal blow that goes right over your head.
I curse at him in giant.
It's your turn, sir.
Okay, I can move and then. How is Scum looking? Does he need a heal?
I have 10 more points. I'm halfway there.
Yeah, but that's one hit.
Yeah, another hit like he just took would hurt. Would hurt pretty bad.
Can I? Well, he's got 2 good berries from before. Can I move back and my max range and heal him?
If you move more than a 5-foot guarded step, you're going to provoke an attack of opportunity from 3 orcs.
Can I move diagonally behind him and not provoke that, or will I still get an attack of opportunity on me?
So anytime you only take a 5-foot step, it's called a guarded step, and you do not provoke then. No?
Not in this edition. If you move their threat range, you provoke.
Okay.
So, but what? So, is there like a disengage action?
There is a disengage action, but that's your action.
Okay, so you could step away from them. You could go away from them, but that would be your whole turn. You could move 25 feet, but you couldn't do anything else.
You could, however, just heal them. Just turn to the side and heal them.
Right. Casting a spell in melee range does not provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay. I cast Cure Wounds on you, Scum.
All right. So target him. Nice.
Sweet.
Maximum healing. Hey, Egg. How you doing?
Good evening.
Would you like to join us?
No, I got to play the other game for a while. I'm behind on some stuff.
Okay.
But if I get my dailies done, I might come play.
All right. Nix, it is your turn, man.
All right, I am now going to do Magic Missile.
Magic Missile never
All
miss.
3 of them on Orc 11? Or I could do 1 on each of them.
You could do 1 on each.
You could do it either way you'd like.
Yeah, I'll do 1 on each, so control click on each of them.
Yep. And then you just rolled damage, isn't it? Is that right, Shin?
Yeah. As long as she has them all selected, then she could just roll damage.
Maximum damage! You guys are doing really well today.
And that's 1 orc down.
All right. Orc 11 drops.
Sweet.
But casting Magic Missile in that way so that you get 3 missiles takes your full round, so you don't have any actions left.
That's fine, I'm hidden.
Yep. No, that was the best thing you could have done. Yeah. Orc 7. He's starting to wonder if this is a really good idea to stay in the fight. And then he realizes he's an orc and he can't possibly lose. So he's going to attack Bramblefoot again. And he's swinging over your head. Scum.
I know I'm getting flanked, but I'm going to move here. I should be target 12.
Okay, so I have been in error this whole time. The 2 of you should have been getting advantage on attack rolls against the bottom 2 orcs.
Well, only technically if there's 1 person on each side. If you look at the flanking rolls.
Is it still? Is it? I mean, that's the way it was in Pathfinder, but I thought as long as there were 2 adjacent in fifth edition.
No, it's the flanking rules actually requires you to actually be on the square opposite.
Okay, so it's just like it was in Pathfinder then.
Yeah, and it's an optional rule in the Dungeon Master's Guide if you want to read it. Not many people use it because it gives advantage a lot.
It also adds to tactical combat, which makes sense.
Yes, it does. I agree with that completely.
Okay, Scum rolled bare minimum damage and still brought down orc number 12.
Nix, can I ask you an odd question?
Yes, you may.
Why are you damaged heavily?
Huh?
Well, see the little dot in the right-hand corner of your screen is orange, which means you're severely damaged. So did you shoot yourself with the magic missile?
You did. Yes, you did.
I even said that, but no? Okay.
Okay. Well, you may want to give the. And if you did that, you must have had you targeted as well as them, because I see a lot of orcs took damage. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
The new type of magic where you hurt yourself as you hurt others.
Hey,
So they had reflect on.
Here's my question: Is I just killed this guy? Is using intimidate, is that like an additional skill or additional action?
No, you can make an intimidate roll just by yelling at him or something, which is kind of a free
Okay.
action.
Yeah, I want to kind of actually turn to 7 and like yell furiously at him. I'm trying to pull the attention off of Bramblefoot.
Okay. Give me an intimidate roll, please.
Yep.
Okay, and Shin, do you know how that works?
To intimidate?
Yeah.
I guess you would just roll. It'd be a contested roll versus something to do with the orc.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured.
Sorry,
Did I need to target him?
Do this.
No.
Intimidation is you make a charisma intimidation check. Examples include trying to pry information, blah 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 blah. So I guess it's really up to you.
But it doesn't say that. It doesn't give a specific way to determine the DC for the check.
It does not.
All right.
At least not on the page that I'm on.
Charisma.
Okay. So I just countered it by rolling a wisdom check, and you beat him by 9. So are you trying to challenge him to fight you, or trying to get him to stand down? What are you doing?
I'm trying to get him to force his anger towards me instead of Bramblefoot. I'm trying to just grab his attention.
Okay. All right. Good. You have successfully done that.
Right, I'm just trying to pull aggro.
Appreciate it.
Gimbal, it's your turn.
All right. I will take the negative on the shot to shoot through Uscum.
Okay, so in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, mouse over the modifier and mouse wheel down -2.
I got it.
Take a shot.
You hit the back of my shield, bro, and be pissed.
I did not hit the back of your shield.
I know, because I just made 2 notches there, and yours would be a 3rd notch. That means I have to kill this orc. And you just inflicted heavy damage on him with 2 more people to get an opportunity to hit him.
All right.
Ibu, it's your turn to kill steal.
Nice. Can I dual wield?
So you've been firing your bow. If you put your bow away, you can draw your dagger and your short sword while you're moving. And that would be, you could get up to the orc with your dagger and your short sword drawn, but that would be your whole turn.
Gotcha. Okay, then. I was going to do a little, coup de grace, but I'll just take a shot with the bow.
All right. Hey, it rolled. But you weren't targeting, but you hit. So control click the orc, please. Thank you. Now roll damage. Kill steal.
Nice.
I'm going to take this moment. I'm going to do a little notch on the top of my bow.
Okay.
I look at you sideways.
I chuckle in giant.
So the orc had his attention focused on Uscum, and you drive your arrow right through his throat. He gurgles, grabs at his throat, and falls to the ground, and then stops gurgling.
I'm going to pull the arrow out and throw it throw it on Haipu. Are you serious?
I just chuckle.
Nix, as a wizard, do you by chance have mend as the cantrip?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
Okay. Well, then I will scavenge to collect as many arrows as I can recover.
Yeah, I was gonna help you out with that. Actually, I'll have my little people do that for you.
You can usually only recover like half your arrows that you expended.
Yeah, can we go ahead and search bodies for?
Can I do a perception check to see if there's anyone else around?
Yeah, that's a great idea, both of you. So, Scum, if you begin searching the corpses, and Boo, you want to look around for tracks or something like that?
Yeah, should I do that tower or open?
Just make a survival check in the tower, if you would, please.
And I'm looking for my dinner I shot out of the sky by accident.
All right.
Waste not, want not.
There you go.
Then I'm going to come up here with the rest of the guys and start searching these bodies.
Okay, I've got a half dozen windows open on my screen here. I've still got Thunderwave open. Why do I still have Thunderwave open? All right. So, Ibu, you are absolutely certain. There are no other tracks in the area. You find a pretty big mess where these 4 orcs have been camping here. It looks like they were traveling north from within the Vashan forest, and but they stopped here. There's one spot where one of them was laying down, probably taking a nap. You look very carefully at the grass and you say, "An orc lay here." A fight broke out. No one? Okay. So there are 8 javelins, 4 great axes. Oh wow! Hey, that's what an orc looks
Not anymore.
Ooh.
like.
So I load up the miscellaneous stuff that's not an upgrade for anybody into the wagon. Maybe we can resell it or trade for a room.
And there are also 4 sets of bloodied and beaten hide armor.
Hide.
So nothing other than that of interest in the camp.
No, it looks like they were just waiting here to waylay travelers.
Did they happen to have like any food around that we could scavenge?
There's some food, but it looks like it was prepared by an orc, so it's probably not the kind
You're
of
gonna
thing
eat
that
orc
you'd be
food?
interested in.
I'm not gonna eat orc food.
Especially-
I regale a time where I had a delicious meal by an orc cook.
Especially when you have these great good berries in your pocket.
Yeah,
I
for
know.
real.
Don't let them go to waste, man. That's 2 hit points back.
Let's go ahead and load up.
Okay, and you continue. So a few hours later, let's see if there's any more encounter. No. A few hours later, you come to a nice clearing. You figure you're about 20 miles from the town of Kira's Rest. This would be a good place to camp, or you could press on.
Well, Nix and I definitely need a rest to regain spells because we're both out.
Well, I mean, y'all could have done that in the cart while.
Yeah, they're gonna need a long rest.
No,
Long
yeah,
rest.
yeah. To regain spells, it takes an 8-hour rest.
So
How
I guess,
close are we to West Tower, or are we at West Tower?
You're just beyond West Tower.
Like
So-
halfway between West Tower and the next intersection.
Kind of in that cove.
Well, yeah, kind of about there. Let me put a token for you on the map.
Yeah, that's where I reckon we would be. This looks like a good spot for camp.
I agree.
So Kira's Rest is going to be an easy half day's journey tomorrow, and you'll be able to find an inn there and enjoy yourself.
So we can do a full rest and regain our spells at this location?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and dismount and kind of do a survival check in the area, make sure there's nothing we need to worry about.
Okay. Make your roll, please. Okay. Yeah, you you search fairly carefully around the area, and you find that you're in sort of a natural hollow in the mountains there. No caves, so probably nothing to come out of your to come at you from behind, unless something climbs over the mountains, and then the forest is a little ways off. So if anything were to come, it would have to cross a decently large plain to get to you. You're pretty safe.
Sounds good. I'll have my guys go ahead and start setting up tents, I guess.
You have Nodwick with you.
Yes, I have my retainers go ahead and start setting up camp and gathering firewood and getting ready.
Okay. How are you going to pass the hours before bed?
Food.
Might as well.
Food,
They
studying.
can actually go hunt for us too. They
Yeah,
can
I want to go forage for some food.
Okay. That's a check you automatically succeed now, but give me a survival check and we'll see how well you succeed. Okay, so the half-elf disappears, and about 45 minutes later, he comes back with a bag full of rabbits.
Did I know any of them?
No, none of them were your friends prior to this.
Okay, good.
I just look at Bramblefoot and just shake my head. Like, what are you doing, man?
You prepare a good evening meal, and as you are settling down to rest, a wood elf ranger joins your group.
Well met, sir. I cursed at him in
And what
giant.
are people doing in this forest?
You people.
Right? What
What do you mean, you
for
people?
by yourself?
Mighty brave.
Well, since I've lived in this forest for the last 100 years, I think it's not a real problem.
You're an elf?
Wood elf. Please be correct.
Egg, your people have been at continual war with local orc tribes for the last 150 years. It's nothing that has gotten any greater than random skirmishes, but you do know that there are orcs in this area. In fact, you've been tracking a band of 4 orcs and hoping to catch them at rest.
They are definitely at rest.
You found them.
Yes.
Yeah,
You dispatched them.
got 2 notches right here.
Expeditiously.
Then you have my thanks.
Okay, since we're introducing, this would be a good moment for everyone to introduce yourselves.
I am Agewell Kutashlan. I am obviously a wood elf. I live alone in the forest. I kill things that are not right in the forest.
Like wood elves who live alone.
I beg your pardon.
Since the mouthy half-elf just spoke up, he can go next.
That wasn't
Well, Age Wild. I thought that these woods belonged to your people. Why do you live alone? Are you an outcast?
No.
You may accompany us.
Hold tight. My noble birth doesn't really allow for incoming people to just join so easily.
You have your retainers, I have mine.
Fair enough.
I don't have much to say on it since I was in fact raised by wolves.
And your brothers and sisters were Romulus and Remus, I suppose.
You suppose correctly.
Then you are acceptable.
Many thanks. And I flourishly bow in a halfling manner.
Although it is strange to see such a short one in this forest and still alive, and not a supper for one of the other beasts.
That's why they bring me.
Hello, I took out one of those orcs myself.
Says the other gnome.
Yeah, and a bird.
That was a good dinner.
And my retainers begin to giggle again.
Nix, go ahead and describe yourself, please.
I am known as Nix, short for Nellywix, which is short for a yet much longer name. I am a gnome wizard and very friendly. Don't know what else to tell you other than that.
You're short.
Hair
I
color.
would think that's a given. Yeah, I'm short. I'm about 3'3", long red hair, big unruly shock of white in the front.
How are you dressed? And are you carrying any equipment?
I am dressed in just standard wizard robes, and I'm carrying a quarterstaff with a amber crystal on the top that has a dragonfly trapped in it, and your typical explorer's pack and a spell book.
Very cool. Okay, the other gnome, Gimbal. Who are you, and where do you hail from, and what do you look like?
I am Gimbal. I'm a lord of my own people. I tower over the other gnome at 3'6" instead of 3'4". At least there's someone who's shorter than me. I'm just a fun-loving adventurer. I'm a slight gnome. I wear a outlandishly green jacket, And I'm really interested in the female gnome caster. I've always wanted to know more about music or magic. So maybe you can teach me some. But by trade, I am a alchemist. So I am for all your brewing alchemy needs.
Then you can teach me
Yes.
some alchemy and I can teach you some magic.
That sounds fair.
A
You can
lord
brew me a nail.
teaching.
Okay. Bramblefoot, have you gone yet?
Nope. Bramble is your average halfling, standing about 3 feet tall, so I'm the shortest of the group. Weighing 65 pounds, middle-aged, with green eyes and shoulder-length dark curly brown hair, a medium-length beard of the same color and texture, rare for a halfling. If you look closely, you can sometimes see a small blue bird nesting in it. Wearing leather armor, hunter green-brown cloak, hood down around my shoulders, clasped with a druidic holy symbol. I carry a few minor potions along my belt, along with the standard coin purse.
What's the bird's name?
Tweety.
What was the bird's name? You shot it.
Oh, no, not this
He'd
one.
have a nice little path going through his beard if I'd shot it, so.
I was raised by wolves. Life is like the seasons in constant change, and we must change with it. My family, my clan is my most important to me. But don't expect me to save those who can't save themselves. It's nature's way, and the strong will thrive and the weak will perish.
Here, here.
Darwinian druids. Okay. I think that leaves Ibu and Yuskum. Is that right? Have you both?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a strong feeling that Bramblefoot and I will get along really well, because I don't expect others to survive when they can't take care of themselves either. So I think we're gonna have something. But I also don't really like wealthy people, so I'm a little concerned about Yuskum and the other lord in the area. But I am a half elf ranger. I'm really young for a half elf. I'm only 23 currently. No, 23, 27. I think I said 27. I grew up in the woods, and I believe I know everything about them.
And Lord Yuskum.
As he says, I am Lord Yuscum of the Buckets. I am a young 6'3", 215-pound linebacker that is really more looking to make a name for myself. I'm of noble birth and therefore must fulfill that role. Even though I am a person of noble birth, I don't find myself or hold myself at a higher standard than anybody else. I tend to think of everybody as one family at that time. In that respect, I do believe that trust is earned and respect is earned, not given.
Well met. You'll get no my lord this, my lord that from me or any lord in the area, especially in these woods. A little more about me, since you told me so much about yourselves. I also don't expect to save those who can't save themselves.
What an awesome group, guys. I really feel like we're going to get along well. This is good.
I'm the last of my tribe. It's up to me to bring the terrible wrath down on the evildoers, and I will do that. I do not place stock in wealth or well-mannered folks. They can keep their manners in their towns. I just get what I need from them and leave. Too crowded.
Doesn't sound very elvish.
When you've been living in the woods for 175 years, you don't like towns.
Yeah,
I would like to live 75 years.
It's a
Not
classic.
75, 175. I'm young for an elf.
Yeah, I'm young for a human.
Okay, so we're going to probably rest here for 10 hours. Everyone will, well, you can establish a watch order if we need to, although we do have an elf, so I don't know that we quite need. I don't know that everyone needs to take the rest, but are we going to establish a watch order, or how are we going to do this?
I can go first, and I can actually enlist my retainers to take some watch also.
Okay, so you can cover the first 4 of the shifts. Ibu, you get the last shift. Everyone else gets to rest for 10 hours.
Very good.
Let's start those rolls.
The night passes without incident. The party takes a long rest. All of your spells are refreshed. You can change out spells if you want to at this time, or if not, everything is ready to go.
All right, I'll have my retainers break down camp and load up.
Okay, you manage to travel the rest of the way to the small town of Kirla's Rest, unaccosted. It's you travel safely there, and when you arrive, I didn't realize how big that map was. Wow, I should have preloaded that. Okay.
While we're waiting for that, what's the best way for me to find the Druid spellbook?
So I would go to your main tab on your character sheet, and then where it says class and level, Druid 1, go to the right and click on the magnifying glass there. That'll bring up your class and level page. You can click on the shield next to Druid, and the reason that we want to do that is because if we have several different iterations of Druid loaded from different sources, Player's Handbook, Xanathar's Guide, whatever, this will show you just the class that you've taken. Once you have the Druid page open, you can scroll down, let's see, all the way to the bottom. The last article there is Druid Circles. Right above that is Features. Click on Spellcasting and then Druid Spells, or you can just click the link I put in chat for you.
Perfect, thank you.
Or you can hit Library Spells Druid, and then it'll open your Druid spells.
Well,
Now,
if you want to do it the easy way.
If you want to do it the easy way.
If I want to remove Goodberry and I want to add something else, since I automatically know all level 1 spells, how do I remove that spell?
There should be a little icon next to it that you can click to delete. Or you can hold it and it'll open up a little radial menu.
Thanks, got it.
Okay, so does everyone have the map loaded then?
I do.
Yep.
All right.
I don't. Oh, now I do.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, I should have preloaded that. Okay, so a little after midday, you come to the town of Kairos. It's funny because on the sheriff's map, it was labeled Kirla's Rest, but the ancient sign at the edge of town names it Kiris. I had intended to have a large map of the whole town of Kiris prepared, and I passed out and took a nap this afternoon instead, so my apologies. But this is the tavern. Welcome to the tavern.
Since the name of the town is different than what we originally were told, would I happen to know anything about the history?
Well, not likely, because it's recently changed. You could ask around.
Yes, let's do that. What inspired this name change?
So where are you going to ask? Are you just going to ask a random person on the street? Going to go to the tavern for a
No,
meal?
let's go to the tavern to the bartender. They're always trustworthy.
Okay. The bartender here is a dwarf. He looks at you gruffly as he's wiping beer mugs. And when you ask about the discrepancy in the name of the town, he grunts and gestures you to a table. He says, "Listen to the halfling."
Yeah, there's some bard here.
On the stage, in the northern portion of the... Whoa, that's a huge bard. Let's see if I can scale it. Okay. On the stage in the tavern is a halfling bard. He is strumming a lute and singing a very sad song. He is gleaning from his song, which is a bit long and drawn out, and doesn't rhyme very well. He's not a very good bard. You gather that 12 years ago, in the town of Kiris, there was a beautiful young girl named Kirla. She was, in every way, perfect. She danced beautifully and had a better singing voice than any bard in the kingdom. Although she was young, her hair and skin were perfect, her teeth were straight, her eyes were bright. She was charming and funny and wise, and the village elders were delighted at her absolute and utter perfection. The local priest, and you're guessing he's the priest because the bard calls him Father Olmert, suspected that Pelor had indeed blessed her with his own radiance. And the song insists that she was destined for greater things someday. Alas, 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 this poor lass disappeared one terrible afternoon and has not been seen since.
It's a very sad song.
It is a very sad song.
How long ago did this happen again?
12 years. So the map that the sheriff showed you was older than that. The people of the town renamed the town after this poor girl. Her name was Kirla, and so the town changed its name from Kairos to Kirla's Rest.
I'm still recovering from the sadness of this story.
Let's see, let me get you on the map here. Not that a combat is about to break out or anything, I just want to show you sort of spatial awareness kind of thing.
In Halfling, I thank him for sharing the story.
He eyes you cautiously. He doesn't know you, and he says, "But the best thanks for any halfling is gold. Golden thanks is the best thanks. Golden thanks is the always best thanks."
Is he saying he wants gold? I look at the other guys. Is that what he wants?
I think he wants gold, but I don't have any. And it was a bit of a downer.
Well, we do have all these items in our wagon. Maybe there's a place we could sell them.
Yeah, the town blacksmith will buy all of those things at half book price.
So we have 1 copper piece. Ah, this should be enough to pay for a room.
We do have a rogue.
Yes, gimbal.
I'm on board.
No, half book price. These so the cost of a great axe. The cost of a great axe is 30 gold pieces. You have 4 of them, so the smith will give you 60 gold pieces for the great axes. The hide armor is 10 gold pieces apiece. So you have 4 of those. The smith will give you another 20. Another 20 gold pieces. Wow, math is hard. And you have 8 javelins. Those are 5 silver pieces each. So he'll give you 4 gold for the javelins if you want to part with them.
I'm good. Parting with everything.
Yeah, I agree. What would be a reasonable tip to give a bard in a tavern?
Silver.
A silver.
Yeah, generally silver. He prefers gold, but you know.
Who doesn't?
Right.
He does.
I actually want to. Could I keep a javelin, guys? Are we opposed to me
Sure.
keeping 1 javelin?
Take a javelin.
Okay, so we're looking at 84 gold and 5 silver for the spread out among the party. Not sure how you want to divide that, but
Just put it in party loot.
Yeah.
Exclude me.
I give him a good berry.
Is it good?
It's on the downward side of still being good, but he'll, it's a full meal, right?
It's a decent berry.
Yeah.
so not knowing what it is, the halfling simply pops it into his mouth and swallows it quickly.
I didn't know this was that kind of bar.
Right? Could have been meth, bro. Could have been a
Well,
roofie.
He was a berry from a druid, so you know.
I'm at a loss of words.
So, are there any I don't know, any interesting things going on around this town that may need our assistance? I have a rogue that hasn't been able to stab anything.
I'm gonna go up to the bar and ask the barkeep what's going on. What's happening here?
Well, the barkeep tells you that there were some bandit attacks recently from the cave to the north. Some livestock was taken and dragged off that way, but they don't have any manpower here in the town that can really deal with bandit attacks. The town guard is 4 guys, and they work best when they're very drunk.
There's a cave to the north.
There is. So,
Anybody down for going in the cave?
I will. I have a quick question. Or is this town predominantly human, elvish, a mixture?
it's a good mixture of humans, elves, and dwarves. Dwarves from the mountains to the north, elves from the forest to the south, and humans because we're like cockroaches.
So I'm gonna ask the the bartender. Is any word about this cave? Anything interesting going on there?
Well, it was the town's mine. Sorry, he's a dwarf. It was the town's mine uh, for many years, and recently the bandits up there have just shut it down. It's not a lot we can do.
So do you think we could speak with town leadership to see if they would like us to do something about it? Think there'd be a reward for that?
Well, I happen to be the mayor, so I'd be happy to work out something if you could do something about the bandits. We'd be very grateful.
If it's worth our while, I think we could mosey up there and see what's going on.
Well, you'd be welcome in Careless Rest anytime if you could. Yeah, that would be fantastic.
I call you Scum over and Gimbal and say, guys, what do you think?
I'm down for the get down.
I'm down.
Bramblefoot, you got your bird ready to go?
Yeah, I tuck him away so no one else sees, and then I say yes.
I think Age would go just based off the fact that they're bandits, and he's really anxious to kill things of an evil intent.
I'll be interested in joining. At the very least, I have light, so we'll be able to find our way around.
I don't need light.
All right, Bramblefoot, I just killed you, so if you would please, I'd appreciate it.
Death by 1,000 cuts without knowing.
I was testing my sneak attack macro.
It worked.
Much better.
All right, guys. So do you want to rest up and go tomorrow morning, or do you want to head out right now after a couple drinks here?
I'm ready to go. Is it?
And Bramble, take note. 1 hit, buddy. 1 hit. All right.
I'll remember that when you need healing.
I'm ready to go.
I agree. I say we help these good sirs.
I'm a little put off by the bard, but I'll go.
Bad bards are a dime a dozen.
When did
Not
Dr.
you, good
Smith
sir.
get here?
Not you, good sir, but other bad bards.
So I tell the bartender / mayor, it looks like we're gonna go and check this place out for you guys shortly. One request that the group here has is, if we're successful, we'd like to see a different bard.
A different bard? What?
It's just a real downer, man. Real downer.
Well, how about while we're gone, you find another song, bro?
Like Freebird.
I'll speak to him. I would be very grateful for your help. I'll speak to him.
Thank you. That's all we ask.
The Electric Slide or Macarena.
Oh,
Get
sweet.
this party
Fucking
started.
Eagles are ahead. They're gonna
By
win this
8.
shit. I know. Awesome.
So let's roll. Let's get this party started.
Okay, so the mouth of the cave is pretty small. It's just 5 feet wide. I've placed you inside the wall of the cave. Go ahead and arrange yourselves in the opening room there.
Okay, just out of curiosity, who of us do not have dark vision?
That would probably be me.
Well, and I do have a light cantrip that I can cast if necessary.
All right.
Okay, so the mouth of the cave is to the left. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I have dark vision twice. Maybe I can give it to you.
Is it catching?
I don't know. I don't think I'm supposed to have it dark vision twice.
You have super dark vision.
Well, I can produce flame too, and as a cantrip, it can either cast it or hold it there. So Nix and I both have light sources that'll be fine for the rest of us.
Okay, because it is dark, who is going to be carrying the torch or who's going to be holding the light?
I believe Nyx is going to cast light, so she doesn't have to hold it. She can cast.
Yeah, I can cast it on the end of my staff.
And
There
then
again,
Bramblefoot is going to be holding a ball of fire in his hand.
So
Correct.
So I go to Nyx. I said, Nyx, hold on a second before you cast a spell. Let me just think for a second and see if I can feel anyone around us. I'd like to do a perception check to see what's going on.
Okay, I had put an encounter on the table there and then realized that there are 6 of you instead of 4 of you. So give me just a second.
Hey, and Quirt, when you get a chance, if you could remove the effect unconscious from Bramblefoot where I stabbed him to death, I'd appreciate it.
From the guy, we got our mythical at the exact same time on Stormhold together, and you murdered me.
And and the first tavern I stabbed you to death. It was completely accidental. I wasn't expecting to kill you. I just wanted to know if my micro would work.
You got a big old tank with lots of armors to practice on.
You were next to me in the tavern. So.
It's your fault for running into him then.
I'm your druid brother from another mother, man.
Just because he held the knife out pointing to you.
Oh,
Knolls?
Knowles?
Some of these Knolls. These aren't bandits, they're Knolls.
I see at least 3
I
gnolls.
see 4.
Impossible. But I see 3 gnolls ahead in the dark.
Well, to be fair, that one is Knoll 13, so there has to be at least 13 of them, right?
No. I only see 3 at the present time.
It's a random generator.
I know that.
Okay, so the Knowles that you see reach in their pockets, they grab D20s, and they roll them on the floor.
All right, we will match their D20s with D20s of our own.
And mine have pluses on them. Thank God, Kimball.
nice age.
I can't believe they rolled worse than I did.
Age Wild is not on the combat tracker.
I'm sorry, that must be why I didn't place him on the map. That's my fault.
That's why I placed me on the map.
Yeah, you can't place you on the map. So you change his initiative to, what, 22? Oh, he's in front of me. Go Age.
Okay, sorry about that. You are on the map now, sir, and you are ready to go.
Is it control right click or
Just control click.
control click?
Control left click, yeah. Yep, you are targeting Knoll 10. And you hit him. He is wounded. Are you going to do anything else?
Surprise, we're here.
Are you doing anything else?
No.
Gimbal.
I will step up behind Mr. Buckets, and I will make myself not noticeable to the gnome. So I will try and hide behind Uscum. And then as he moves, I will move with him.
Just like that.
Just like that. There's an ability somewhere that does that. Here it is.
Okay, so you duck down behind Yuscom, and you attempt to hide. Ibu.
So following Age's lead, I'm going to also take a shot at Null 10.
All right. I have 2 initiatives in the 20s and then nobody at all in the teens. That's funny.
Eagles won, by the way.
Really?
Damn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. It was an awesome game.
All right. Heavy damage.
As a druid, I'm pleased that the Eagles won.
Caw! Caw!
They're going to be insufferable next year.
Yep. That's the first time. Everyone's got to have it. Hey, Court, I somehow used 2 arrows that time.
Should be able to just click it off.
Thanks.
Okay, so Null 7 rushes forward and attempts to bite Yuscum. He rolls really, really well and still misses. Scum, it's your turn.
I have my well, since number 7 decided he wanted to come a little closer to me, I will just attack him.
All right.
Never mind. I'll just pretend I was going to attack him.
Yes, his attack threw you off balance and you missed. Yes, that's what happened. Yes. Null 10 rushes forward and attacks the only one he can get to.
Hey, when they moved into my thing, don't I get an attack of opportunity?
No, the only time you get an attack of opportunity is if you leave the threatened range of somebody. That's it.
Or go through?
No,
You have to leave it.
Yeah, the rules are different here. They're much simpler, but they're a little different. Next, it's your turn, man.
I will do Magic Missile on, let me see, 7, 10, and 13.
Okay.
Don't target yourself.
So just control click those, and you targeted yourself again. I got rid of it twice for you. Good. You are all set. Okay, so what does it look like when Nyx throws magic missiles?
Little fairies fly out of her hand.
And it sounds
Right.
like pew pew.
bright green glowing orbs that sound much more evil than they look.
Nice. Okay. So green glowing orbs streak out from Nyx and manage to deal 3 points of damage to 3 different gnolls. On your actions tab, you've cast a first level spell. Good. Yes, check it off. Thank you.
Actually, technically, I mean, just for further future reference, you
Yes.
could roll each of those differently.
You could, if you wanted to, yes.
So, I mean, like, if your first one was a 2 and you're like, that kind of sucks, you could technically roll the other 2 for future reference.
Okay, so I would target one, click it, then target another one, click, target the third one, click.
Yeah, that may. I mean, you don't have to. But the way you did it was much faster. I just,
Yes, it works either way. Gnoll 13 rushes forward and attacks the tank with his spear. Oh my! Yes. Critical hit.
Ouch.
Scum takes 11 points of piercing damage as the gnoll cackles madly.
Now, Scum, did you take Heavy Armor Master?
I have. Where's it at? Heavy Armor Master, yes.
Heavy Armor Master gives the benefit of what?
Increase your strength score by 1. And also, while you're wearing heavy armor, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage that you take from non-magical weapons is reduced by 3.
Do you have heavy armor on?
Yes.
Then please
That
reduce
should
your
be
damage
8.
by 3. And if the other ones hit you, you should also remember that.
Yes.
Good call. I forgot about that. So is there a? I don't know how to code an effect for 5e.
It may have an effect. I don't know. It took me 20 minutes to figure out how to make a sneak attack. So my DM usually does it for me.
Okay, I'll figure it out. Because I know in Pathfinder at least there's a way to code in a DR. So.
Yeah, and there probably is. I don't doubt there's an effect you could put on him that will reduce damage by 3.
Right. Okay, so I gave you back 3 hit points. Bramblefoot, it's your turn, sir.
Okay. I want to cast Charm Person, which I can attempt to charm a humanoid I see within range to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Right.
Now, before he casts the spell, can he make a nature check to see whether or not he knows that gnolls are not humanoid, and therefore they don't count?
Actually, they are humanoids.
Are they? I thought their species was something else.
Yeah, in previous editions they were not humanoids, but I just checked to make sure, and they are.
Oh, sweet! I thought they were whatever that.
Can you take those effects off of me, please?
How did you deafen yourself?
That's very impressive.
I farted.
Well, since I'm standing behind you,
You should be deafened also.
I am deafened as well.
And maybe a bit petrified. And poisoned.
Okay, so you attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range. You must make a Wisdom saving throw, and if it does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it. If it fails the saving throw, it is charmed by you until the spell ends or until you or your companions do anything harmful to it. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you.
So if he thinks of Bramble as a friendly acquaintance, does that mean he won't attack Bramble, but he would still attack us? Or does he think of like everyone as a friendly acquaintance?
Well, he's going to think of Bramble as friendly, but that's going to be confusing because Bramble seems to be friends with these other people as well. So I'm going to just rule that in this situation, the gnoll is going to stand there confused and may act randomly. He may attack his allies, or he may attack people other than Bramble.
Every time Bramble charms someone, he goes, "Hey, do you remember all these other friends that I have?"
It's part of the spell casting.
I'm going to try to cast a spell on him, and I'm going to also, if it's successful, make a suggestion that that other gnoll right above him is our enemy.
Massive asshole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well.
Okay. The gnoll fails his wisdom save.
Ah.
So he is now your friend. He's going to roll another wisdom check. Shoot, I've got too many windows open again, and I'm closing windows. I'm trying to get rid of windows I don't need, and I'm closing windows I do need.
You need 2 monitors for this, buddy.
Yeah, I do.
So that was Knoll 13. I'm going to ask him to. I'm going to suggest Knoll 7 is not a very nice person, or Knoll rather.
Okay. Right. Knoll 13 just went, so he's going to have to wait until his next turn on the initiative order to act. In the meanwhile, Knoll 4 is up.
By the way, guys, if you attack Knoll 13, it breaks the charm.
Is he marked in some way? Does he have like a big heart on him over his head or something?
He looks visibly confused,
Right.
so you can tell which one he is. There, he's the upside down.
Nice.
Okay, Knoll 4
Molly turn me.
rushes forward and makes a pretty good perception check. He throws a spear at Gimbal.
Oh, he saw me through my hide?
Yeah, your hide wasn't very good.
Oh, gotcha.
He does miss you, however. Egwell.
I'm going to fire at Knoll 10 again.
All right. Natural 1.
I got something big and ugly in front of me.
Gimbal, it's your turn, sir.
It's his nose.
I will step up to Mr. Knoll. I say, hello, Mr. Knoll.
A palpable hit, sir. Okay. All right. Yeah. Good.
Okay.
All right. Ibu.
I will take a shot at good old Gnome 4.
Hit, sir. A good hit.
And I'll just casually comment to Age. I'll just say, Age, see, that's how it's done, man.
in Elvish.
Knoll 7 is going to go after Scum again with his spear, but miss. Scum.
I tried to tell him that's the last time that was going to happen.
Oh!
Nice.
Is there a threat to critical or anything like that?
Not anymore. Just natural 20s.
Okay.
Well, no, there is. So you just have to be 2 more levels in fighter, and then
okay.
It'll move down to 19.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
I need to do more push-ups at night.
That's right. Nyx, it's your turn again.
Okay, I want to save my other first level spell just in case we really need it later because it's kind of early. I'm going to try to do cantrip. Hopefully I don't shoot another something up out of the air. Do the firebolt again on... Let me see which one. On 4.
Good choice. Okay.
Sorry about that. I never know which to double tap on and which to single tap.
Sure. Okay. Looks like the first one is you rolled a miss and a hit, so roll it again. We'll just call it null and void.
Okay.
Palpable hit. Good. Roll damage.
So a 9 misses, but a 10 hits. Good to know.
Okay. 4 fire damage to Knoll number 4. A bolt of flame springs from your extended hand, and it strikes the Knoll heartily in the chest.
Sweet.
Did it singe Bramblefoot's beard?
I'm too short.
He's
Well,
even shorter than I am.
Aha. Okay. So yes, the firebolt parts your hair as it goes over your head. Knoll
Birds and crickets fly out everywhere.
I scamper for them quickly.
Knoll 13 rolls a wisdom save, and barks something in Knollish.
I say, go get him, homie.
He attacks Knoll 7 with his spear and hits, and deals 4 damage to Knoll 7.
Woot.
Bramblefoot, it's your turn, sir.
All right, I'm going to cast Produce Flame at Knoll 7.
All right. A miss. Knoll 4 is going to step up here and kill Gimbal. Ha-ha! Okay. Eggwell, you're up. And a miss. Gimbal.
Okay, because I am true neutral, I feel it is only fair that if that Knoll attacks his friend, I should attack Yuska.
Please tell me you're not doing that.
No, I'm lawful neutral. No.
Thank you.
I miss.
And you maintain the balance because nobody's been hitting well this round.
Knoll 13 hit somebody.
Yeah. Okay, Ibu, here's your chance to rectify that. Or not.
I say, see, guys, we're a good team. We all know the same thing.
We're working together here. Knoll 7 attacks. Wow, the curse of the dice. Scum.
right, my turn.
Scum, you really need to kill number 4.
There we go.
Oh, sorry.
That's what we're looking for right there. Oh, good damage.
Nice.
Nice job.
Finally.
All right, Nick, show him how it's done.
All right, I'm just going to repeat what I just did. On which one? Actually, no, 7's being attacked already.
7 and 4 are being attacked, so that's.
Well, I mean, 7 was being attacked by 13, and I don't want to attack him and screw up that. You know, if 13 will continue attacking him, I'll go after 4.
Oh, yeah, by all means, 4 is the one you should kill. I agree with that.
That's true, considering he's in front of.
Oh, so close. So very close. Okay, 13 is going to roll another wisdom check. Uh, 13 looks confused. He looks at the knoll blood on his spear. He looks at Bramble, and he looks. His eyes look pitiful. He looks helpless. He doesn't know what to do. Bramblefoot.
As am I suggest. Okay, he's just gonna not do anything.
Yeah, he's sitting this one out.
So, Bramble, I think your spell might be breaking, buddy.
I got you, Scum, there. He's gonna stop him. I'm confident. All right. Produce flame on number 7.
Oh. A critical hit, sir. Damage exceeds hit points by 7.
Woot.
Did the knoll evaporate?
The knoll combusts. Every bit of him catches fire. He tries to run and doesn't get very far. Knoll 4 is going to kill Gimbal this round. Ha ha! For bare minimum damage of 3. And Eggwell.
Not my night.
Yeah, the dice are just not with you guys tonight. Gimbal.
All right, I will attempt to miss heartily.
Ibu.
Let's keep the train going. There we go.
Hey, all right. Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Nice.
All right, Scum. You can do this. You can put him down if you do it. And before you roll, so we'll go ahead and count that roll. But tactically, there might be a better position for you to be in.
You want me to move here? Oh, you mean here?
But Knoll 13 is going to be mad at me soon.
Maybe not. He didn't know what to do. It doesn't mean the spell's breaking.
Do I get a bonus to my
yes.
damage?
So in this situation, you have advantage on the attack roll. What that means is you roll twice and take the better of the 2 rolls. So since you've already hit, roll the attack roll again just to see if it's a critical. Okay, it's not a critical, but it is a hit. So go ahead and roll damage. All right. Knoll 4 is pretty messed up. Nyx, you want to put him down?
Sure. Well, I tried.
You tried. Knoll 13 is going to roll another will save. All right. Knoll 13 looks like he suddenly understands what's going on in this world. He knows what he's supposed to be doing. He steps forward and stabs Knoll 4 with his spear, but he misses. Bramblefoot.
Right.
Wow.
I almost kill my bird with my produce flame.
And his beard is a couple inches shorter.
That's exactly what I was about to say. You definitely singed your beard with that. Knoll 4 rolls his morale check and panics and takes off running. Gimbal and Yuscum and Knoll 13 get attacks of opportunity on him.
Why, yes, I will.
It's on Knoll 4, right?
Yes. And he gets away. He gets away. He takes off running. Okay.
Give this young Knoll a warrior's death.
How far can he run? What's his run speed?
Well, if he's running 60 feet.
Yeah, 30 feet. He just took one movement that round.
Can Bramble convince the other one to go after him?
Maybe.
Yeah.
There's probably more than 4, so we should probably stop him before he gets whoever he gets.
Actually, that's the end of the limit of his movement right there.
Yeah, I guess I would suggest that he chase him. I don't have any type of snare or root.
Right. But it is the turn of a skilled archer, so
Get a mage.
egg.
I'm sorry.
Oh! Arrow shatters against the far cave wall.
My EQ dice are following me.
Gimbal.
I will reach under my cloak and grab a dagger and fling it. Hopefully he's hitting. And
Oh! Your dagger strikes the wall next to Egg's arrow. Hi, Boo. Come on, man. That's it. That's it. All you needed to do was draw blood.
Boom. I just look around and say, guys, and I shake my head. We're going to target practice after this.
I didn't get any kills this fight. This angers me.
I also take out a little thing and notch another little marker into my bow.
Knoll 13 on his turn this round looks confused. He looks horrified that the Knoll corpse is around, but he looks at you guys and he doesn't know what to do.
I tell him to take off his armor and drop his weapons.
Do you speak Knoll?
I say it in giant.
Okay.
I gesture that he should drop his weapon.
It doesn't say what languages he speaks.
I think it's just null.
Would this be an animal handling check?
No, he's a humanoid. He's not an animal.
No, they may speak common.
Well, look in the monster manual.
Yeah, I'm looking in the. Yeah, I'm looking there now, or looking on the Knoll entry.
Mine's across the room, so I have to defer to you.
Yeah, there's nothing in this entry that says what languages they speak.
According to Roll20, it just says nullish.
That's what I'm guessing as well. Yeah.
Okay, how about the gesture to like drop his javelin or whatever, his spear?
Okay. Make
Language is
make
language. Yep.
Yeah, make a diplomacy check with a -2 penalty, please.
Okay, I'm not sure how to do that.
So in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, there's a modifier box. If you mouse over the number there and mouse wheel down, you can add a -2 to that box.
Or you could just click -2. It's right next to it.
Or you could just click the -2. That's right, yes.
And then just put a D20 in the tower?
Well, there's a diplomacy check. It's a skill on your skills
It's
tab.
not a diplomacy skill, sir.
I don't see
Wow.
that.
There is no skill.
There's a persuasion skill. I'm
Persuasion.
sorry. Yes, that's yeah. Yes, sorry, wrong system. Okay. He is. He's not happy with you. He doesn't understand what's going on, but he knows that you're trying to take advantage of him, and he just can't figure out how. He starts to snarl and growl at you.
Are we still in combat turns?
Not necessarily, although we may be in a moment.
Oh, I was going to say, because if we're in combat turns, I'll have to wait. But if we're not, I backstab him since I'm behind him.
Okay.
But
Works
if
for me.
we're in combat turns, then there are 4 people who would go in front of me.
So Bramble's trying to calm him down, but it doesn't seem to be working. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay. May I have advantage on the roll?
Absolutely.
Why, thank you. That's very Caucasian of you, sir. Sorry, scum.
I was about to say I take offense to that.
Okay. Do it again, but target him this time.
Oh, was he not targeted? No, he wasn't. The 14 would have hit.
Yeah. Okay, so Bramble, as the Knoll is growling at you and starting to raise its spear again, Gimbal sticks his dagger in its back, his rapier in its back, and it lets out a sharp howl of pain. We are back on the initiative order, and we'll start with Gimbal. No, we'll start at the top with Egg, and then we'll skip Gimbal.
Fair.
All right, Egg, you're up, sir. Okay.
What's the plus I get for being on the opposite side, Plus 2?
No, actually, in this system you get advantage. So right next to your modifiers box in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little ADV button. Click that before you make your attack roll. Okay. See now you see how it rolled 2 dice and it took the better of the 2. You rolled a 4 and a 14. The 14 hits, so you hit. Roll damage, please. Nice.
All right, since I have 2 short swords, do I get 2 shots?
Yeah, if you're dual wielding, there's a penalty though, right?
Well, do you have the dual wielding or 2 weapon style?
Yes.
Okay, then there's not a penalty. There's just not a plus. But if he has a 2 weapon style, that means he can add his proficiency bonus to the second weapon as well.
All right.
Okay. So where do I find that?
You just roll your second short
Yep.
sword.
Just roll a short sword again. Okay. You do have advantage on the roll, so roll it again to see if it crits. Okay. Doesn't crit, but does hit. Target the null before you roll damage, please. All right. Nice.
He's got a lot of hit points. Nola.
Well, he was pretty much undamaged for the fight. Ibu. Got a clear shot.
Yeah.
All right. If you roll well, you can put him down on this turn.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Damn you.
But before the arrow hit the knoll, I just put another notch in the bow.
Keep doing that and you're going to have no bow anymore.
Yeah, really.
I slam my shield, the bottom of it, down on the ground quite vigorously in disgust.
Is it possible for me to go through and recover the arrows that were fired during the battle?
You can recover half of the arrows that you fired.
What skill is that?
It's not a skill. It's just they just say on average you can recover half your arrows that you fired.
Yeah, it's just a flat thing. You recover half the arrows that you fired.
Rounded down, I assume.
Yeah.
I do the same thing, so I get to pick up 2 arrows.
All right.
Now, if you get a mage, you can cast mend. Then you can mend the other arrows, and you can recover them all. You know, because you assume the other ones are broken when they hit or whatever.
Okay. So on the knolls, you find 4 longbows, 4 spears, and 4 shields and 4 sets of hide armor.
Sounds
Is
like a
there
lot to
anything
carry.
special about the bows?
No, nothing at all.
Is there anything special about the cave? Does it look man-made or natural?
It's a mine. It was dug out.
Right.
Yeah, but since you were examining the cave, roll a perception check, please.
Is that for everybody or just her?
Everybody who wants to, sure.
In the tower or just
Yeah, you can roll it in the tower if you would, please. Nix, you can re-roll that if you'd like.
I moved down the hall just so I can make sure nothing sneaks up on us.
All right.
I'll let your little
Hang on, I'm
night
trying to
vision
find perception.
look at it before I move to the front of you. Perception is under skills.
Yep.
Do we see any sort of like I'm not sure what type of mine this is. Do we know what type of mine it is by any chance?
Iron mine.
Guano.
It's a cat mine.
So, as the sounds of combat die down and the echoes off of the walls of the cavern cease, Bramble, you very clearly hear a little girl giggle.
Kaka.
I immediately look at Gimbal and think it's him.
No, this is, you have no doubt, no misunderstanding. You rolled a natural 20 on your perception check. You are absolutely certain this is the sound of a 12-year-old human girl.
This is where she's missing at.
Okay, I let everybody know what I heard and the direction that I heard, and also, just the nature of everything. I fill everybody in on it.
Well, the girl went missing 12 years ago.
So she might be a ghost.
I tell Brown, I say, you know what? If she's strong enough, man, she'll do all right here.
She probably got eaten by those freaking dogs.
As you listen a little more carefully, you hear the little girl begin to speak, and she says, "To be continued."
Dun 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 dun.
Very good. That was fun.
Thanks.
Thank you. Everyone did a great job. I will get better at DMing, I promise. But this was a lot of fun.
Looking forward to it. I did record this. Do you guys have any problem with me posting it and dropping it in the Facebook page?
No, I don't.